Daniel 5:7b. Ane malka va'amar lahakime vavel di kol enash di yikre katava dana ufishrei yacha vin nani. And that brings us to this zakef katon. So back to the beginning of this selection. Here we have pa'al participle masculine singular, and this should be familiar by now, the ayin nun hey verbal root, where here we have the king. So the king answered and said, where that's a conjunction at the front. This is also a pa'al participle masculine singular. What did he say? He said to, and then here we're going to have a construct, to the wise men of Babylon, coming up to the Revia. And this relative marker right here is an introduction to a quote. So he said that, but really this is exactly what he said. So it's kind of like a quotative marker right here. And next up we have the word for all, or in this case it looks like it's any rather than all. Any man who, and then this is the kof resh aleph verbal root, which we saw in 5.7a. Here it's in a slightly different meaning and form. It's the pa'al imperfect third masculine singular. And in this case, instead of calling, this is talking about reading something out. And this is a related idea because of the idea that when you read, you can read aloud. So who can read aloud? And then the writing, where we have this kametz hey that is as if it were the determined state kametz aleph. This, that's an adjective masculine singular, it's that demonstrative, and its interpretation. And then lastly, chet nun hey for a verbal root. This is the pa'el, which you can see with the doubled middle radical there. The pa'el imperfect, third masculine singular plus first common singular suffix. He will declare to me. So altogether, the king answered and said, and again, he's not answering anybody, so this is just an expression, to the wise men of Babylon, any man who can read this writing and its interpretation, he will declare to me.